Alrighty, so we're back playing some more Doom the Dark Ages Revelations, but in this playthrough, we're actually going to be going and 100%ing the game. Now, if you guys didn't catch the last couple of episodes, we actually just wound up completing the story mode for the DLC, and now we are going back with the Master Key to not only get all the extra collectibles, but go through some of those Master Key doors that were hidden from us on the initial levels. In this episode, I think we're going to unlock everything that we can in Purgatory and hopefully 100% that area. Then in future episodes, I think we're going to go back and find those Master Key doors in the levels, open those up, and see what kind of goodies are back there, like some secret toys or some secret camo, stuff like that. Without further ado, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the Doom series so far, and let's finally get into 100%ing Doom the Dark Ages Revelations. Alrighty, so this is where we left off, fresh off of the story completion. We wound up going back into Purgatory here. We got a codex entry as well, which is nice. In the last episode, I believe that we were looking at the mini map before we ended the video, and there's actually two paths that you can go on. You have this main path over here as well as this end game path over here, and it looks like this is going to be available for each level as well as each area. Technically, Purgatory here is kind of like a main hub, so there is no real level to it, but there are some areas that I haven't discovered yet. This little section over here is grayed out, and there's still an area over there for the Master Key as well. So I think what I'm going to do for this series is actually go over to those areas and kind of see what's hidden over there, see what new content is over there or some secrets and whatnot, and kind of just cut in between those to skip all the lengthy backtracking that we have to do as a result of that. I'm going to do the same thing for the levels. That way you guys don't have to rewatch a whole level. I'll probably just go to some of those secret spots and see what's new. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into this over on Purgatory. I think what I want to do first is explore this little section that we haven't yet, and then we'll go ahead and use that Master Key in the middle because it looks like there's quite a few goodies over there, not only in the endgame version of the map, but the main path as well. So let's go ahead and embark on that. There's also that area down there, which looks really interesting under the water. I might actually go ahead and do that first since we're right there. All right, so it looks like if we just drop down here. Oh, okay, so this whole thing opened up. So did the water used to be here and now it's removed? All right, so yeah, it looks like all this used to be filled up with water before and now it no longer is. I don't quite know the story implications of that, but it's cool that we get this whole area to roam around down here. So let's see. Astral Boss Key required. Ooh. My question is, what's an Astral Boss? Are we about to find out right now? This looks super cool. Oh, it actually looks like a Pain Elemental over there. Yeah, that looks like a cool Pain Elemental key. So I bet you we probably have to go back through one of these levels and then use the key. We're going to come back to this in a second. I do just want to see what's down here first. Looks like we have something to open with our shield, so we'll smack that open real quick. Is that just like a nice little shortcut? Yep, that looks like the case. Alrighty, well, before I go too far, let's go ahead and actually interact with this over here, figure out what this Astral Boss Key is about. I don't know anything about the New Game Plus version of the DLC. I guess this extra content, it's not like a new version. Oh, shield runes, nice. Okay, that's really cool. So we finally get like our full upgrades again, which is killer because now I can go ahead and throw the swords back on my shield, which was my favorite parry option ever. Hell yeah, dude. All right, so yeah, it looks like we still have to beat an Astral Boss, most likely this Pain Elemental looking one, in order to get in here. Now, I don't know what is hidden behind this gate, what kind of goodies they're keeping from us, but it's really nice to note. So we'll definitely come back. My guess is that this is probably hidden behind one of the Master Key sections in that cool, like, green, Lovecraftian, Cthulhu-looking area. So whenever we go back and do that level, I'm assuming we'll gain access to this. But for now, let's go ahead and keep looking at some of the undiscovered parts of the map. So it looks like if I come up here, I feel like I missed quite a bit on this earlier on. I think I'm actually able to interact with this now, right? Because I have the shield back. Yeah, so let's go ahead and use the shield to spin these around. I guess is we have to somehow line them up. But the question is, which way do they line up? So I don't quite have the answer for that just yet. There's definitely some kind of code that we have to find, and I think it's right, I think it's right over here. Okay, so it looks like we have XX2. Now, my guess is we have to get that up there. So we already have the first X. Let's go ahead and spin this around. So we get the second, there we go, and 2's in place as well. Let's see, does that do it? There we are, nice, okay. Question is, do we really want to go through this? I don't know what this portal is. All right, might as well. Ooh, okay, so this teleports us to a new part in Purgatory. Okay, I see, that teleports us over here, very cool. All right, well, that's awesome. Not only did we find a secret, but this is actually where I was Gonna head on over to originally. Looks like this is a shortcut for us, as well as another chain to break over there. So go ahead and do that in a moment. But first, I want to see what's down here. Break that shortcut open. We got a relic piece. Fantastic. 1 out of 5. Damn, that's a big relic. That's a big boy. Now, before we go ahead and continue, I do actually want to go ahead and activate this chain here with the shield. Looks like we have one more to do, which is over there. And honestly, it might be pretty smart to go ahead and do that since we're already here. So let's go. All right, so judging by this over here, it looks like we might actually be able to teleport over there somehow or get behind there through utilizing that code. So I'm going to try that one next on the wheel and see if it gets us over there. If not, it looks like we're actually able to use the master key in order to walk on through, which could be another way to get over there. But first, let's go ahead and try this code, which is 2x2. All right, so let's spin this one till we get 2. There we go. We already have 2 on the bottom, and now let's spin the middle in order to get X. Nice. And let's see if this works on out. There we go. Beautiful. We got another portal. All right, let's go. Nice. Okay, so yeah, my theory was correct. It does spit us out where we want to be here, which is this little secret area, which works out perfectly. Go ahead and grab that relic as well. I really like this cool, like, simple puzzle to actually go back and unlock some secret stuff from Purgatory. It's really nice to be able to come back to this area and unlock some other secrets. Speaking of other secrets, we have this to bash open as well. Nice. I do remember this area. We weren't able to access it with the shield because we didn't have it early on. Question is, what does that do now? Oh, it activates this launch pad. Okay, and I bet you we can use that launch pad to get up there as well as over there. All right, let's see what we can actually go ahead and do with this. Looks like we can use that to give us another launch pad. So I bet you we have to pull this over here, fling ourselves up into that one, and then launch off of that. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. Super cool. All right, that was a fun little puzzle. Question is, what do we do up here? Looks like we can activate this, which turns that on. And I bet you we got to launch ourselves over there now, right? Let's see if I pull myself over this way, give myself a fling. There we go. Whee! Beautiful. Now I can pull the shield back, break that shortcut open. This counts as another secret. And we got another relic piece. So it looks like we got this entire section done except for this bottom part down there, which I believe I can drop down into, or I'm going to have to go back and use that endgame key. What's nice is we actually wound up doing a ton of this early on, except for that boss key down there, which again, I think we're going to probably have to come back to Purgatory at the end in order to unlock that. But so far, it looks like we got everything except that little section over there, which I think that's where we're going to set our sights on next. So it looks like that was also a secret. Didn't even mean to do this. Kind of accidentally did it with the dash, but that worked out great. Oh, and it looks like we were actually supposed to grapple from over there instead of dashing. Whatever, that's fine. We made our own pathway. We also got ourselves another relic. Nice. Super satisfying just going back and getting all these goodies that eluded me for so long. Because there's a ton of stuff that like I knew I could get, but I just didn't have the tools or I wasn't far enough in the story to access those areas. So super rewarding to just go back and collect that. It looks like we have 4 more collectibles in the main path, as well as 2 more in endgame. So I think it's about time that we go over to those scary master key doors over there and see what's going on. So continuing on our collectible hunt here, we got sidetracked a little bit with that little dash area over there, but I was happy that we did it because it did count as a collectible. Let's go ahead and break this open. Nice, there we go. All right, so we got another side thing to do. I want to go through these purple key doors really bad, but we keep getting a ton of goodies to check out on our way there. Let's see what this one has in store for us. Some evil boys. Come here. Ooh, can't believe I didn't parry that back of that one bastard. Go ahead and break that. Supercharge. Nice. Boom. Get him out of here. Go ahead and stab him again. Gone. All right, now we can focus on this guy. Beautiful. Big stab. Take your little buddy out. There we go. And bang. All right. Ooh, one more. No problem at all. Fly on over here. Break that. Beautiful, dude. We're cooking them. There you go. Smack your little friend. And there we are. Ooh, one more. Okay. Go ahead and supercharge that right away. Nice. Oh my god, he can't keep up with my movement. He's mind blown right now. Although I'm getting like no armor from just missing all of my shotgun shots. Alright, so there we go. Let's rip that open. And we are rewarded with a ton of platinum. Okay, so I think finally we're actually able to go ahead and access this purple key section. It's been eluding us for so long here, and I keep running into other little fun things to do, but I think we can finally go ahead and go through the master key doors there. Alrighty. Our first master key door unlocked. I have no idea what to expect in here. So far, just a bunch of stone guys and some ominous silence. Oh, is this actually a puzzle? If that's the case, then we're in business. I can do a couple puzzles. Let's see. It looks like we can rotate things on this track, which means we're probably going to have to move some kind of cube over here. So let's open up all these doors to begin with. Really cool animation, like breaking the lock off of the door. That's killer. Now that we have all of that, let's go ahead and see what this does. So if I open that, that creates a launch pad. There's also another one up here that I can break. Okay. So it looks like we'll probably have to go ahead and launch ourselves onto that cube. Oh, but look, we can actually go ahead and move this as well. Oh, okay. So I bet you if I do that there, I thought I was going to be able to climb up, but it doesn't look like that's the case. However, we can actually probably knock that over here and then climb up to get to the top. Okay, so that's definitely where we're going to have to go. So if we hit that over there, it gets us over here, which is a decent start. Go ahead and climb up. Nice. Ooh, there's a secret in there. Question is, how does one get over there? Oh, is it just like that? We launch ourselves over? All right, let's go ahead and try it. Whee! Ooh, nice. Okay. Oh, and there's actually blood iron. Blood iron can be spent to unlock the chain spear upgrades. Oh, okay. So we actually saw that a lot earlier on in the playthrough. Okay, very cool. Nice. We got a new currency as well as a new toy. Nice. Look at the Merrick toy. Very cool. That's awesome. We'll get a huge blood iron deposit there. Sick. Okay, so now we just have to figure out how to get over to the other side, which I imagine I'm probably just able to swap out this cube, right? And then go ahead and bring the wall on over somehow. Yeah, it looks like I can hit the wall all the way over here. Let's just have it go all the way through. Okay, that kind of helped, but not really. Oh, no, but we can crawl up from this side, right? Does this work? There we go. Nice. Okay. I don't know if that was the intended way to solve that puzzle, but it worked out, so I'll take it. And then from here, judging by the mini map, it looks like all we have to do is go ahead and dash over. We can do that. Nice. Beautiful. And look at that huge blood iron deposit, as well as a spot to break with the shield, which connects us to over here. Nice. Are there any other goodies hidden behind here? I feel like this is a pretty big area. Surprised there's no demons to fight, but that's fine. All right, nice. So I think that is the entire section there. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm missing anything through there. Very cool. So I think we'll just go ahead and traverse on over here and start filling in the rest of the mini-map that we haven't actually explored yet. Before we adventure onwards, I actually did see one other spot that I think we're able to access in here. And it requires us to spin this wall around and actually put it on that wall to get into this little middle catwalk area. So let's go ahead and try that. There we go. Boom. Maybe one more time? No, it stops right there. Oh, okay, but it connects up here. Nice. Okay, there we go. Walk on up. Beautiful. There's another secret here as well, which I love to see. And a ton of blood iron kind of lining the pathway there. That's so cool. There we go. Make sure we get all of it. And what do we have here? Nice, a spear skin. Oh, that's killer. That's really cool. Alrighty, so it looks like that does it for the end game collectibles. We got all the blood iron, which is really nice, and we got all the secrets as well. So the only thing we have left to do is to get these 3 collectibles on the main path, which I think I can get now, and I don't need the master key to actually acquire them. So some of these unexplored areas over here near that purple portal, I think is where I want to go, because otherwise we have pretty much everything else opened up here. There's also this random jump spot right there that I want to go ahead and try to get onto as well. So let's go ahead and do that jump spot first, and then we'll explore this grayed out area over here. Alrighty, I'm just theory crafting here, but if I go ahead and hit this all the way over here, actually go ahead and climb up to where we were before, I believe that I should be able to use the spear dash to get to that landing pad over there. It looks a little far. I could be overestimating this, or there's a chance that I'm supposed to jump from up there, which if that's the case, I have to reset all of this anyway, but let's go ahead and try this first. It looks like I should be able to do it from here, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Didn't even need to use the double dash. Perfect. And there is all the relic pieces as well. So a ton of platinum, which is really nice. And if we go over here, it looks like that was one of the secrets as well. So just 2 more, which my guess is they're going to be over in this grayed out area, which we can finally go to now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so as I was walking over here, I noticed that there's no way to actually get into those locked doors where we need to break it with the shield, but I did find another code for the portal. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this portal key in and see where it actually teleports us. 2x triangle, I believe. We'll spin it all the way around. There we go. And hopefully, if I remember this correctly, we should be in business. And there we go. All right, let's see where it takes us. Alrighty, yep, and there we go. We got transported into this magical little area. We'll go ahead and break that open. Get some extra platinum as well. Nice. So it looks like that teleported us here, but it's not where I thought it was going to send us. I thought it was going to send us over there, but maybe we have to access that through the catapult that we used earlier on. All right, so if we hit that over there, I imagine this should be good enough to actually launch us up here. Yup, nice. Okay, perfect. And then we can actually go ahead and grab this codex entry. Looks like we can also break this open to create a shortcut. Nice. And we can hit that cube over there as well, which I don't quite know what that does for us, but at least we have it. So upon breaking this chain door open, it was kind of a pseudo shortcut. That's actually what the cube was for down there. You can actually grapple up onto the cube and grapple up here. But it looks like this unlocked this climbable wall here, which gets us right back to where we were. Okay, that wasn't as big as I thought. It looks like what we might have to do is slingshot ourselves from the teleporter back up to that gate up there. I think from there, we might be able to have some better luck with getting these unlocks. All right, let's try flinging ourselves over here. There we go. And now we can actually get some of that, which I don't know exactly what this does for us. We might be able to dash over there. But other than that, what is the benefit of being up here? After flinging myself around for like 20 minutes with the catapult down here, I realized all I had to do was actually go over here and hit this switch to unlock this door. I'm assuming that this was just a shortcut for earlier on in the game, and for whatever reason, I couldn't figure it out. I was trying to dash while mid-air to get over here and everything else to acquire this little area, but it was not that hard at all. It was super easy. My biggest question is still, how do I get behind that door? Because it looks like you're actually able to go ahead and dash in there, and you can take the catapult in a similar fashion and try to dash midair. But so far, that hasn't been working for me. Now, another area I haven't tried is actually dashing on over to that right there. I imagine there should be another portal code because it seems like a portable-ish area where they would hide a secret code, but I haven't been able to find one yet. So going forward, what I'm going to try is to dash into there and maybe dash over there by flinging myself with the catapult. And then if that doesn't work, I'm going to go ahead and look for one of those portal codes. I don't know if that's a possibility, but we're going to find out. All right, let's first try this. Beautiful. Okay, it looks like that might have been the way around it because we got all of our platinum. We got a shortcut opened up as well as a life sigil. Nice. The only other thing I saw was there was a chain over there that we can go ahead and break, and it looks like it might just create a launch pad or something that'll launch us over here into there. I don't know if that's a stretch or like a Hail Mary, but I'm willing to give it a try. All right, so if we come over here, where is that last chain connected? It looks like right here. Yep, boom. Let's break that. All right, looks like this one dropped all the way down here, which isn't great for my launch pad theory, but we might as well do it since it is a secret. Nice. Get out of here. Boom. Oh, nice. We got a double crit off of that. That's beautiful. Do one more over here. Nice. Big guy, no problem. What do you got for me, bud? There we go. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use the shield on this guy. I haven't used the shield in a little bit. Nice. There we go. Get some ammo back as well. There we go. Get that arm out of here. Boom. Easy block. I thought I was supposed to be getting these sword parries off of that because we got our sword upgrades back, but I guess not. He was too powerful. He said no. All right, let's go ahead and break this open. Nice. So I thought that was going to be the rest of the platinum, but it seems like that was not the case. And there also wasn't a secret launch pad in there like I thought there was going to be. So there's definitely somehow a code or some way to go ahead and launch or jump into that area. I just don't know where it is yet. All right, so I turned the catapult over here. Let's go ahead and see if I can kind of launch myself into this window using the dashes. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Huge. That wasn't as complicated as I thought. I just had to stick the landing there. Beautiful. So I think that might be it then, right? We got all the collectibles for endgame. On the main path, we got all the collectibles, all the secrets, and all the platinum. Nice. Cool. So I think that officially means that we got 100% on the purgatory so far. Obviously, there's still the boss key down there that we have to acquire through, I believe, that purple portal up there. But other than that, we wound up doing everything here. So we're in a pretty good spot for the 100% so far. I think this is where we're going to call it for part 1. Obviously, we have to go back through the 3 main levels as well and unlock those secrets through the master key doors. But other than that, we did pretty good for this episode. We actually got a lot done and we kind of found out how those master keys work. So far, they hide a puzzle, but I'm sure that there's going to be like a hidden boss or hidden enemies in there as well. I think that is going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I know we were kind of jumping around, you know, from different parts of the map and going all around purgatory, which was a little hectic, but this has been so much fun going back and actually getting all the collectibles that I wasn't able to unlock on our initial playthrough. And I really can't wait to go ahead and play the levels again to find those other secrets that are hidden behind those master key doors. I think this was a brilliant way to add a new game plus / like end game mode to the DLC so far, and I'm absolutely loving it. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for all the support. Hopefully you did enjoy this video as well as the Doom the Dark Ages Revelations playthrough so far. And again, guys, just thank you so much for all the support. I've been absolutely loving this DLC so far, and I can't wait to keep playing some more. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.